This is the GV Podcast, a variety review podcast featuring two of the three idiots giving their thoughts on cartoons and anime. This is an opinion-based podcast, and there's no way we're saying our thoughts and opinions are objective. Keep this in mind and enjoy the show. I can't believe that we just saw Digimon. I hope it was worth it, Duke. Hello, everybody! My name's Mayhem.
I'm Jinsu.
I'm Duke.
And we've got something that Duke has refused to tell us, but we just finished Digimon, so I'm still mad at him.
Yeah. Technically, I haven't refused to tell you guys. I've told you a few times, so happy to go into this. This is the second part of the three-parter that is basically the spiritual sequels, to Digimon movies.
Oh, God damn it! We're still in it. Is it
technically no?
So it's
Instead
still
of just watching Belle.
Oh, this is the one that's
It leads to Belle.
Yeah. What was it called again?
This one is called Summer Wars. 2009 Japanese animated science fiction film.
That was just
produced by Madhouse.
Madhouse.
Yes.
Okay.
I was waiting for you to hear that. Yeah.
That was insane.
But this is one of those movies. Honestly, you're gonna get a lot of the feeling you got from Belle through this, but minus musical.
Okay, so I might like it a bit more. Okay.
Actually, that's a possibility.
I don't hate musicals. I just don't like them.
It's basically Digimon movie was all about just Digimon, so not really much to go into there. Belle is all about the people and how they interact with the internet, right?
Yeah.
This is going to be more about the internet itself.
Oh.
Yeah, and how much we depend on it.
Just no wonder it's a spiritual, it's part of the trilogy of things. It's just about the internet.
Yeah, that's the thing you're going to notice when it comes to this trilogy. The connection really is just
the internet.
almost like a VR world, essentially.
Sinsu, would you go into a VR world?
Would you go?
No.
You don't like VR chat?
You don't like VR chat?
I do like VR chat.
You do?
You do.
I've got an idea then.
He does not have an idea then.
I do have an idea.
I don't have any ideas.
I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
No, but I'll say the first time I ever saw this movie was actually it was the first time that I had watched the marathons of movies from Toonami.
This was on Toonami?
Yes, it was on Toonami every year for a solid few years because Toonami would have a December movie marathon, basically, where every week they'd show off a different movie. Yeah, Evangelion was listed there.
Oh, God!
Not the first one, though, I'm pretty sure. The first one I saw later on, but I saw I think the second one, and then I watched the first one.
Okay.
Imagine me being traumatized in middle school by Evangelion. Just realizing I shouldn't have watched it right now. I shouldn't have watched it right now.
This is not my time.
This is not my time in the sun. No.
This is my time of hiding.
All I remember is especially that one, seeing something absolutely horrific from that movie.
Yeah. And
then immediately turning off the TV and going, I'm going right to bed.
I'm going to bed.
And having nightmares immediately.
God damn it.
I'm going to bed and I'm not going to sleep.
I'm going to bed and I'm going to kill myself.
I think Akira played once.
Oh, God!
And I avoided it. I had the chance to watch it and I was like, no, I don't feel like this right now. After Evangelion, I don't feel like it right now.
This sends a different message.
Yeah, no, that was kind of that was scary enough. I think other than that, there were just a few random movies. There was a Trigun movie. That's the only Trigun thing I've ever seen. Mind you, I loved it. So there you go.
When are we gonna watch Trigun?
Yeah. Huh?
When are we gonna watch Trigun?
Eventually. Okay, eventually.
I've heard a lot about Trigun.
Especially with that CG one that's coming out.
You know what? That might end up being the show that, as you've said before, you want to all of us watch separately. That might be the show. Okay. Because. Yeah, that's a show where I'm curious what you guys are going to think of it. I don't know much about it. All I know is the main character's blonde. There's a guy with, I think a cross gun.
He got guns!
There's a guy with a cross gun.
Constantine.
It's a literal cross that's a gun.
Constantine.
Yes. Anyway.
Let's get on to watching it!
Let's go watch that movie.
Summer Wars, woo!
Summer
War of 1812.
Huh?
I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck!
That's not what it does.
Roll my dice! That is what it does, Pot of Greed!
I was not expecting this new generation of Digimon to be announced.
VR Digimon?
VRGmon.
That would actually be a really good idea for Digimon.
It really would.
If it was a VR thing.
And all I've got to say is, man, is this definitely a spiritual successor, as it tells a very similar story.
Yeah, it's so close. The story is
pretty,
so close.
It's pretty goddamn similar. I honestly didn't even watch the movie. And I could probably still tell you what happens. There were parts that were interesting though. Like they made it a huge like family part.
There was a huge family aspect. Yeah, that was a bit more. That wasn't as present in Digimon, where usually the main character has a dysfunctional family and all that kind of stuff, and then all of a sudden,
I mean, there's kind of a family aspect to Digimon.
but like a found family. Aspect.
Yeah, they're all friends.
No, but this is a blood related family.
Right.
Also, to mention it to viewers, this is not another Beaufry situation. He did watch the movie. He was in the room as it was being played.
But he was too busy playing Fire.
It's possible he wasn't there with us mentally or spiritually or at all. But
What the fuck is Bofuri again?
Beaufry, I don't want to get
The
hurt, so I'll
Beaufry's
max out
nuts.
my defense.
Beaufry's
It's-
nuts.
Oh, that anime, right. I remember watching it. That was funny.
So so basically just going into a bit of the non-spoiler like thoughts idea thing. This you can see exactly the line. This movie is the direct in between of the unique characters of Digimon and the creatures and all that kind of stuff of Digimon and digital world of Digimon, and then the real life world aspect, alternate reality sort of aspect that's in Belle. This is literally the in between that I would say.
I would agree. Yeah, no,
And then there's an AI virus with a creepy face who
Turns into a Hindu god.
No, I'm trying to make it similar to Digimon.
Oh yeah.
There's a creepy,
Who tries to-
there's a creepy AI virus that just shows up and
it
then
turns
he
into a
fucking-
Hindu god.
And then no, actually, I would say Deborah looks more like a Viking or something.
Yeah.
Looks more European than anything. But he hacks the systems and he's using the internet, so now he's Ultron. Now he can just access whatever the fuck he wants. And oh look, a missile's coming to Japan.
Yeah, it's like
Again.
like I finally was able to put it into the description that Summer Wars is the Venn diagram where the two circles connect. But yeah, Summer Wars is literally where the Venn diagram of Digimon and Belle connect.
I would disagree.
Really?
I think
Yo, it's VR chat.
I hate to say, but VR chat is so fun in just finding how much cringe there is. But Jinzu, you were saying you disagree. Why do you disagree with me?
because it doesn't feel like it's a sequel. It feels like the guy who was hired to make Digimon had an idea for what movie he wanted to make, and then he made Summer Wars. Like he made Digimon with like that story plot.
Like that was his contracted movie that he made, and this is
Yeah.
his freelance.
Yeah, and he like, oh, I can make like a cool little VR thing. Like, what if a virus hacked the U.S. missiles or whatever, and then what if I do that? What if I do that 2 more times? You know,
What if I did that 2 more times?
and hit Japan. Ooh, but last second they deactivate it and it's a dud.
Oh, and they somehow
I'm gonna do that 2 more times.
Not this one. This was not a dud. It was not.
No,
a
it was.
I'm glad they didn't send off a nuke. That would have been stupid.
That would have been way too similar. Yeah.
It got similar though, and it was related to nukes of a nuclear power plant.
Another
with this
goddamn
movie.
missiles coming to Japan.
A new kinetic strike. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm not. I wasn't more of. It was more of like the similarities. I wasn't saying the sequel aspect of it. I was saying similarity.
So
No, but like, yeah, that's what I mean too. Like, it doesn't feel like a sequel either. It just feels like the guy had an idea for what he wanted to make in a movie. He did it again. but maybe Summer Wars was like his like more like, okay, I don't gotta worry about
Getting Agumon on for at least 15 minutes.
and animating Omnimon or something. Like, I don't gotta make it about Digimon or the Digimon characters. I can kind of go about it my own way, but still rewrite the story he wanted to write.
Okay. I get it.
When-
I see your finger.
when it comes to these movies, I want to add something that I found out while watching these movies and stuff like that. So Digimon, obviously, when it came to him making the movie for that, it's Digimon. You've got a surplus amount of stuff you could just do because you got all these creatures and it's just, I don't know, make a story in it. You're kind of set there.
Yeah, the sky's the limit, but as long as you have these characters, you're in.
Belle, for later on, that's obviously Beauty and the Beast. It's
literally just
it's
Beauty and the
it's
Beast.
just Beauty and the Beast. It's just anime Beauty and the Beast, essentially. That's all it is.
Yeah.
When it comes to Summer Wars, this was the one where he was told, like, hey, you're able to do whatever you want. Like, he even made a manga specifically for this movie.
There's a manga for it?
Yeah, there's a manga for it, which is basically just, like, for the people that want there to be a manga tied to it, here's a manga.
Hey, it's a cheap way to continue a story.
Yeah.
I don't even think it continued. I think it just was like, there it is, done.
Didn't Akira have something like that?
Yeah, but with Akira, there's more to the manga, basically.
Akira did what Mugen Train is, basically. For Demon
Oh, where
Slayer.
the movie is the simplified form of it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
It continues the story.
Oh. Okay.
Like, it's manga, movie, manga.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so it's not so much of like a retelling of what was already
Actually,
written.
okay, maybe Demon Slayer was a bad analogy. Maybe.
Yeah, I was trying.
Or, I guess what I meant was like how they did the story. Where it was
Yeah.
like, okay, this is the normal story, and then we're gonna do a movie to cover this portion of the story, and then we're gonna continue with the manga. I mean, there are changes though from the original manga of Akira to the movie Akira.
Yeah, I heard that the ending's different.
Yeah, the ending's a little different, and then the manga continues off of I think the movie's ending or like either the movie story or the original manga story.
I remember reading at one point some of the stuff that happens in there and just thinking, what the hell? As it was like, okay, let me just read what the last volume is. And it was something like, Japan has separated from the UN. I was like, what? Wait, what?
What? Come again? But yeah, so bringing it back to Summer Wars, it's another kind of, well, this is going into the internet is visualified into a physical form that like anything that it happens in this space, it's called Oz.
Welcome to the world of Super Google.
Yeah, Super Google.
Welcome
but it's
to the
called
world
Oz.
of Soogle.
And you
Such
create
as
your
Google.
own. You can create like this time. It's like you can just create a character, and a lot of people have a bunch of like animals and all that kind of stuff. There are some of them that literally are just reject Digimon designs.
That's just VR in general.
like you bring that up, but it's like VR chat. Do you think if Digimon didn't exist, do you think there still would have been furries?
Sonic still made furries.
Sonic would still be furries, but it's like a different aspect of it, I would say.
No?
There's more than one ingredient in a soup.
Okay, but it's still a fucking soup, man.
Yeah. So I'm saying I realized my mistake.
It's not like you took something out of the soup and then suddenly it's toast.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. I was saying, oh god, I just realized if I take out just one thing that caused this whole movement to start.
You're saying, let's take out a couple of the veggies from the soup, and then it suddenly becomes a taco. No!
Let's take out the liquid, then it becomes a taco.
Then it just becomes a salad.
Yeah.
Or just a fuck ton of salt.
You guys misunderstanding what I said does not mean that it's my fault.
No, it's still your fault. But,
No.
Digimon, without Digimon, there being no furries is... I'm sorry, it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Digimon doesn't have as much of a presence in that field. It's like
that's
it's
not
like green
Pokemon.
onion. You don't really need it, but it's one of those things that's in there.
Nah, some foods you need green onion, bro. You can't leave out green onion out of some meals, man.
I know how much you like Digimon.
When it comes to Digimon, I'm gonna say this. Digimon didn't create furries. It just created a weird gray line for furries.
It created a...
Because it's like, would you smash
It's just
Angelwomon?
what's representing me.
I hate to say it. Would you smash Angelwomon?
Yeah.
It's an angel.
She evolves from a cat.
So? She ain't a cat anymore?
Does that count as furry? Does that count as furry?
It does not.
Because there's nothing animalistic about it. What the fuck? The
reason why you're attracted to it is not because it's animalistic. That's the furry part of it.
This is where it becomes weird. It's stuff.
No, it's not. What do you mean? I'm
saying that because I look at it the same way I look at Pokemon. Gardevoir. What is
That's a
animalistic?
monster.
Okay,
What
but
is
that's-
animalistic about Gardevoir?
Everything.
Nothing. It's just a monster.
It's just a monster.
It's a monster. It doesn't need to look like an animal. It's already like a thing. Like, and it's already weird that people
Okay.
sexualize Gardevoir anyway.
Okay, I
That
was
is the most. I think it's the dress mainly.
Yeah, the dress probably good.
The dress
and the hair.
Yeah.
It's
Is that a
basically
hair
I'm
or is
saying
that like a cowl?
I think it's hair.
Yeah,
Because
basic-
like the fact that it has a cutoff.
But then
Galliard has a similar thing.
Galliard has a helmet and Ralts has a helmet.
No, Routes has a bowl cut.
That's not a helmet.
No,
Gardevoir
it's definitely a bowl cut.
Gardevoir has a princess dress. That's what it is. Okay.
But Routes definitely has a bowl cut. But I think if it's male, then it could be considered a helmet. If it's the male Routes, but then Curla.
Curly is still wearing. She's still wearing a skirt and is very much a ballet dancer.
Or in medieval sense, it's just the way that they dressed everybody up, where everybody just looked very flamboyant.
Right.
So what I was gonna say was the reason I bring this up is basically like you saying like it created furries. No, it created a gray line where it was like, well, you could look at this thing and be attracted to it, but then it's like, what does it come from? What does it turn into? Kind of stuff.
Where did
and
it
it's
come
like,
from, Cotton Eye Joe?
essentially, I mean, like even Angemon, like for the women out there, like you got Angemon who comes from a pig-like thing with wings, and then from there is just straight up an angel, dude.
So no, because it's like in the same way where it's like if someone like you said pig, so like my brain instantly went with the Pokemon line, the Tepig.
Yeah,
Where, like when it evolves, it's still a pig, but when Angemon gets evolved into, it doesn't have any resemblance to its past form.
Yeah.
It's just an angel.
yeah,
It has literally no animalistic features about it at all.
yeah.
And
But
that's the difference.
I'm basically just informing you right now that this is a thing that I've heard a million times. That like, you go to comments for Angemon especially.
You're defending this
And-
like as if you were the one defending it.
No, I'm just saying. I'm giving you a story.
From a friend that you don't know.
Let me play the most convincing tale of Devil's Advocate
I remember.
you've ever
I
seen.
remember seeing a post where it was an argument going on about Angemon of like this is an animal. It's like it's a woman angel. It's like yeah, but it came from a cat. It's like it's not a cat anymore. It came from a cat. What the hell?
Man, this guy's dying on this hill. It's not even a hill,
dude
it's just a
was.
hole.
He
dude
really's
was.
bothered that it used to be a cat.
Yeah,
Really
he seems to be
bothered. It
bring-
used to be cat.
He seems to be bringing that up more than the angel.
Yeah, more than the angel with titties.
And why is that guy only talking about the cat?
At least in Summer Wars, you can create your characters, so then it's just their fault.
Do you know in Digimon there's a Digimon that is a guy essentially dressed as Gatomon? It's a guy dressed as Gatomon.
What, did he like skin it and start wearing its skin?
It's he looks like a furry.
God damn it.
You know what I was like? You know what went through my head for some reason? The Godskin Apostle from Elden Ring.
Oh yeah.
I was expecting like he was wearing a cloak and it had like the purple and white like Gatomon, and then he had like yellow gloves and like it was just a humanized version of Gatomon, but no, it's just he actually just dresses up as Gatomon.
Yeah, let me
That's-
grab this image.
It's kind of disappointing.
But yeah, let me tell you, Duke, that when how many tries do you think it was when we defeated the Godskin Apostle? How many tries do you think that was?
Apostle is a stretchy one, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the skinny guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Which one? Because we fight them like 5 fucking times.
Wait, we did the one in the tower where we had to go down, up, and then down.
Oh yeah, and Caleb. We fought him like
I'd say like 5 or 6 times.
with our ashes with our mimic ashes,
tears,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, mimic tears. No, that was like 2-3 tries.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it would be. I thought it was longer. I think it's just mainly because of how long we were there.
We
kept dying.
that, and then like because it was the seamless co-op mod, we
We
just
keep going back and forth.
No. It was just like if one of us died, we would just spectate the other one. So the fight was just naturally longer.
Yeah.
Also, the health is doubled. Not a little bit, or not doubled, but it's just a little doubled, or it's increased 25%.
Duke, you keep trying to show me your phone.
I was gonna say a quick warning of it's very upsetting.
Yeah?
He looks very upsetting.
He deserves to be.
That's hilarious. Wait, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, you notice anything in particular about
He
him?
needs the cloak. He needs like the flash cloak. Like he's gonna flash you.
He got balls, bro. He got balls.
Oh, that's good.
Holy shit! And then his belly button is poking forward like that.
Why is his belly button so low?
Yeah, his belly
there are
button
some
is where
very
his,
upsetting
his
Digimon
belly
out there.
button is where his dick and balls should be, and then his bulge is like.
Digimon is essentially what happens when 14-year-olds get to make canon OCs.
Yeah.
No, it's just the Japanese making weird shit again.
They do that all
Yeah,
the time.
canon OCs, yeah.
They made JoJo's Bizarre Adventure a thing.
They made it.
You think
That's
that's
where
the
they
weirdest
first
thing to come out of
sinned.
Japan? You
That's
really
the
think
weirdest
you-
thing I've experienced from
You
Japan.
really think that's the weirdest thing to come out of Japan? You have not seen Japanese fucking game shows.
I want to.
No, you don't.
I,
I mean, you do, but
I want. I've seen like very
love
small
weird
clips. I've seen
Digimon.
the one where the guy's taped to the roof, and like the
he's fucking with his grandma.
Yeah, his grandma just comes in, sits down, and it's just like she's just starting like reading papers or whatever, and then she just looks up and sees him and goes, ah!
You know, dude, it's I can't the human ability or nature or whatever to just realize that you have eyes on you. It's like,
Yeah, the human nature to realize, oh god, I'm not alone right now.
yeah, that's the worst feeling ever.
Stop! You put that away. Stop showing us pictures of Digimon that I hate.
But I love those guys.
I don't.
They're my
like
favorite
they're like
characters.
they're like the King Shark.
See, you got like personality. You know, like their personality and their behaviors and stuff.
All
like
you
that.
see
I
is a
don't.
rat on top
Yeah.
of shit.
If I didn't know if the personality wasn't literally just King Shark, adorable little King Shark, then I would also hate it. Ew, pink rat on a fucking shit.
That's literally what they are.
I don't. Yeah, that's my experience with Digimon. I see them, but I don't know them.
You want to know the little?
I judge the book by its cover.
Well, you haven't read it, so I can't blame you. I can't fucking blame
You
you.
just can't read the book.
In all
You haven't
fairness-
read it yet, so I can't blame you for judging just the cover. Anyways, it's literally just a little adorable little King Shark. Like the poop is the body and the mouse is the brains, and they're just going around like just being idiots all
Read
over the
the
fucking
book.
thing. And then they
King
die.
shit is a shit.
They fucking die, and when they die, they're fucking terrified. They're terrified and they're sad, and it's like an awful death, and you're just
They
like.
traumatize children.
"Oh!"
They traumatize children with their death.
They die like
That's something
sacrificing.
I want to do.
They die. I think.
Wait,
they,
what?
I think they like sacrifice themselves too, and then they're like scared.
Really?
Yeah.
No, the poop dies first, and then the rat.
Yeah.
He mourns his death, and then jumps at the enemy and dies.
No, you have the mouse die, and then you have the poop go. Remember me.
To the dead mouse.
No, to everybody else.
Oh.
It's reversed.
You go, I stay.
It's reversed of the body dies, and then you watch as he's crying over the death of his friend, and he basically goes, "You bastard!" and he runs at the enemy, and
They just
the
insta-kill.
kids are just like, "No,
They're like, "What the
don't!" and then it dies, and you're just like, "Oh my god!"
That's something I will give Digimon credit for. Things just die.
Yeah, Jesse and James Digimon died.
The deaths in Digimon are actually sad. It's like, dude, he's not coming back,
Hey,
bro.
Speaking of death,
Shinsu, wait.
oh,
Y'all remember Mummymon and Arukenimon?
Man.
Oh, they were literally Team Rocket style villains.
uh-huh.
They die. They fucking die in the show.
I thought the Elvis monkey was the Team Rocket.
No. When I
In
say
a way,
Team
he
Rocket,
is.
I literally mean Mummymon is literally just James, while Arukenny is just Jesse.
That's terrifying.
They fall in love with each other throughout the show, and eventually die.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Sacrificing themselves, or dying to the main villain. It's like, holy shit!
I imagine Jesse and
Who was
James.
Satan?
I just remembered they did do that in that one movie where like they start getting like eaten up by the thing and they release all their Pokemon. They get eaten by the sludge.
I think there's a manga where they end up together.
That's just canon in
That
my
makes
brain.
sense.
And they just like it's Giovanni just being like, let's give the two worst workers the most meaningless job ever.
Let's have him chase his Pikachu. That's pretty alright.
Let's have him look over my kid.
Yeah.
What was so special
Wait,
about
no,
this
his kid's
Pikachu
silver.
again?
His kid's silver.
Ah, yes, Silver. So Ash and Silver are related.
No.
No.
Ash is just anime red, who loses.
Who a lot, and
Because-
then he wins once, and then he's done.
You know what's funny? That is by design. Ash getting his ass whooped and never being better than Gary is by design.
By design.
Because Satoshi Tajiri thinks he'll never be better than Shigeru Miyamoto.
Holy shit.
Which is a crazy thing to just be
Did I
like,
talk
yep.
about this before?
I can't remember.
You mentioned the origins of like their names to us,
Yeah.
and you completely blew Mayhem's mind.
Yeah, and since that was the main thing that I was focusing on, we moved on from there. But
Right.
knowing that that's the reason why Ash always loses is because
Satoshi Tajiri just
That makes the current arc going on for Pokemon actually even more impactful because the way it starts, like you've heard that Ash is leaving the show, right?
Yeah.
he's not been
The way it starts is that Blue, like Gary, he walks up to him and he's like, "Okay, so what are you gonna do next?" Like that's what he says, and it starts this final journey for Ash.
Oh, okay. I thought that I was about to say if he says that and that's the end of the show, I'm gonna be pissed.
I saw
It
this.
essentially is.
I saw this like I don't know if it was a TikTok edit or if it was just if it was actually real. But there's a scene of Ash winning the Alolan Championships or whichever championship he won,
Edited.
and then was it edited? And then
Yep.
it shows Gary and Red standing on like a balcony. They're just looking
Yep.
at him.
Wait, Red's
Edited.
there too?
Yeah,
That's definitely edited.
yeah.
Because Red doesn't exist in the Pokemon world.
I'm pretty sure
of
that's
Ash.
actually from Pokemon. Like there was like a whole animation thing with Pokemon. What was it? Masters EX.
yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon
Careful.
Master Sex.
Yeah, I was about to say. What about the Twitter name for it?
Master Sex.
The tag for it is always funny.
There, like we watched that direct, and like I heard like the voices, like they're adding all the champions and whatever, and like I heard their voices, and I'm just like, why don't we have this in the games?
Because they're cowards.
They're definitely cowards.
Anyway, hey, Summer Wars. We were talking about a movie.
Yeah,
But hold on, but before that, there's a back to Digimon deaths and being sad. There's a Digimon
So
movie.
Leomon.
There's a Digimon movie that is depressing as fuck. It is so sad, and characters that get built up just die. They just get fucking eviscerated like half the time, and like you
Which
meet
one's this
like
one?
I think it's Fusion or X, Digimon X, I forgot. But basically there's the Royal Ninth Digimon, which is Omnimon, Magnamon, and like some other Digimon. And they're like the fucking, how do I explain this? They're the rulers, kind of like they're just like
They're just under God, essentially.
basically like they're the angels.
They're archangels.
I mean
They're
that
archangels,
literally,
yeah.
by the way.
They're
There's actually
archangels.
God in this world.
what?
They answer to a higher thing.
Angels that answer to God.
And they're just like since all of them are like mega level Digimon who have fused, they're like 5 times
They're
like
ascended.
they're like 50 times stronger than everyone else on the fucking in the world around you. So characters who die just die. Like straight up just the beam went into like a big ass like
Into an
curve
orphanage?
through like a valley, and then like every Digimon that was in that line disappeared.
So like the school that was
Like
there,
the beam went over them and then they're gone.
the hospital,
The hospital, the kids, the elementary school, the orphanage,
the petting zoo.
the petting zoo,
In a world like that, like in a world in like Pokemon, the way that they've been like personality-ifying the Pokemon, I can't imagine a petting zoo just existing because the petting zoo is literally everywhere.
that's the Safari Zone.
And then
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's right. But they've gotten rid of the Safari Zone.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not allowed to pet the animals anymore.
You just throw rocks at them.
People were getting too weird.
people throwing rocks at him.
People were getting way too weird.
And then the Tauros got really mad.
No, it's so sad. Like, we had to get rid of the petting zoo as soon as Braixen was introduced. We just had to get rid of it.
I don't even know who that is.
Don't worry about it.
Middle stage of Delphox line.
Ah.
Yeah.
We should a Pokemon tournament. Pokemon tournament would be fun. I would destroy you guys in
Oh,
Pokemon tournament.
yes, you would. Mainly because you use the bullshit characters.
Oh, you think that's the only character I know how to use, bitch?
No, I'm saying that you know the character, like the fighters, and you know the bullshit way that like to make yourself just be the winner.
Yeah, you win our XGV versus, you could play it.
I'm saying you're better than
That's an
me.
adorable way of just saying I'm better.
I'm saying you're better than me.
So, I want to say this as well to add to Jintu's thing. One death that you felt sad for it the first time, not so much every other time.
What?
Leomon.
Kenny,
Yeah, Leomon's death was sad.
Leomon's first death was sad.
first death was sad.
Because in every series, every Digimon series, there is a Leomon.
Yeah.
Who's human is like this really sweet and loving human being. Like you just want to protect them ever. And Leomon is also like, I will protect this person with my life. And he always dies. He always gets fucking murdered, bro. Like destroyed.
I think his first death was he had evolved previously, and so he was defending one of the kids, and a previous rival of his ends up dying, and you watch as his former rival, who was like a villain in the first season.
Okay.
It just mourns him of like, my friend, and like it starts
Hyenomon?
helping out Ogremon.
Oh,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was
Ogremon
so
and
nice. It was so nice. Next series, you get that one where it was just this real sweet girl with who like you could tell she was probably like autistic or something. Where like her entire thing was using puppets to talk to people.
She was a little autistic. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
like
she
looking
was-
back at it, now that you say that she's autistic, she was pretty fucking autistic.
Yeah.
how many
But-
shows are we gonna go back and discover things about characters that we never knew about because we were too
They were
young to realize?
definitely there
All
were
of
definitely
them.
a lot of
All
characters
of
that
them.
were autistic.
What the fuck? It's called growing up and looking back at the shit you liked and being like, oh, what the fuck?
Oh, wait a second, that's not normal.
Someone made a dedicated Super Mario Bros. Z like animation thing, and I don't know if you guys know what that is, but that shit was literally my childhood, and they made like a cool ass like straight up anime opening for it,
Yeah.
and it was like I don't know if it was
Oh, I remember hearing about this. That's weird.
yeah, it was like 3D animated with like Smash Ultimate style like cinematics.
Oh my god.
And it looked good. It was weird. It looked really fucking good.
It's like one of those things that you send somebody and you're like, look at this new game.
yeah. And it was like, oh fuck, I'm 23 now. I watched that shit when I was 10. That means whoever made that was also like the same age as me, or around that same age, and they were like, "This is awesome. I'm gonna learn to draw shit."
By the way, I gotta mention because it just made me laugh, but it was like you got that second death where it was like it's just as impactful of like I'll protect you, dies to Beelzebub. Oh no. It was like, oh okay, and you're just sad. Third death I think was okay. The two deaths that came after, I couldn't help but laugh.
Uh-huh.
The first one, he came back and you're just like, that's a Leomon. Oh no. So anyway, Leomon died.
Anyway. Summer Wars. We're back to Summer Wars. We're back talking about Summer Wars. I have no idea what you said or anything like that because I was going to say that I was going to continue on.
Well, it's been 7 years since we last recorded this, so
It was a little bit, but
There's another static right there.
so this is a part 3 of Summer Wars, but don't worry, we didn't have to go far for this one. It's just this came out a lot. This video was going to come out a lot sooner than it's coming out right now.
Probably be even more clear because we actually have the plot in front of us.
We have it. It's right here. So, talking about Summer Wars, we start off with these. So we learn about Oz and how it's basically Google visualified into VR chat, and you customize your own Digimon. That's the point of Oz.
Jinzu, would you use Oz?
with Oz.
It's like Google, but visualized by VR chat.
Oh, VR Google.
Yeah.
VR Google, yeah. Or like banks and stuff are all part of it, and military see their own secret places.
So in other words, you know what the answer should be?
No.
No.
That's why, like real fast. I just want to say, when people we have our addictions to smartphones, right? You can
Yeah.
admit that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: you can put it down, and you are technically without electricity on you. When the world goes to, okay, so now you have a microchip in your brain in order to look at a virtual desktop in front of you. It's a microchip in your brain or in your arm or something like that. You're just trapped. You are now a living battery. You have picked up the mic.
Indeed.
Indeed.
All right. We'll see how this sounds and goes.
Indubitably.
I was gonna say, in all fairness, do you want me to switch bots real quick?
No.
Like I sit on that end, you sit over here.
Okay.
No. I'm just too lazy to sit on the end of the couch.
I'll be
But
worried
I'm
how
not
that
lazy enough
sounds.
to just hold the whole mic frame.
It actually
Quick heads
sounds
up.
good. It actually looks like it's looking good. So
I can't get it close without it like leaning away. Like the tension or whatever the fuck bullshit it's called is like
Spring.
it like pulls it back when I pull it in. So it's like okay.
Once again, you can sit pretty close to this one if you want.
Do I have to repeat myself?
yeah, why are you still bringing it up? He has given his stubborn response.
Have fun editing.
Yes. Just don't drop it or hit it on anything.
I'm gonna hit it on you.
You'll hit it on me. But yeah, so just having any of that kind of stuff. This is the best case scenario where it's like, well, it's your computer that you go on to in order to actually get on there. But in most, in the few, I can tell in this world, in the future, they're definitely still gonna go into the cyberpunk route.
Well, yeah. Because people want to progress. They don't care what the consequences are.
And I'm just over here, just like, if my phone starts speaking to me and it knows me,
小声好声我
so been chilling, and it knows me, I'm just leaving my phone and I'm just dying off in the woods.
I'm going to take my phone to to the deepest part of the mountains up here and shoot it the fuck up.
Bury it.
Cortana pops out your phone. Chief, what's up with all these horses on your screen?
Don't look at it.
Don't look at it.
Don't look at that.
I clicked it.
So we get.
You regret it?
What have you
Yes.
What did you learn?
Not to click it.
learned? Don't. That's the message. Don't do it.
That's
So-
the message. Listen to your warnings.
We get now into the story of Summit Wars. It's gonna be very interesting. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. It's fine. So we start with these two kids, like they're in high school or whatever, and they're working a job in Oz while they're at school. And
Child labor, what can I
fuck
say?
it.
yeah, because it's
not
just a
really
thing.
laborious, is it?
I mean,
VR.
it's VR.
And they're
Children yearn for the mines!
they're probably not getting like actual money. They're probably just getting VR money
VR money, yeah.
for VR things.
V-Bucks.
Which, by the way, are you guys also pro child labor?
I will never be pro-child anything.
Didn't they bring it back?
Idaho did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, Duke.
The world is turning into a fuck again.
The ideal world.
Time works in circles.
Money will
But
soon replace...
You see kids wanting to play Minecraft, they yearn for the mines!
There was a quote from another movie where it's like, I can't wait for humanity to go so far that we realize that money, that we can't eat money.
That we can't eat money, yeah.
Do you need a hand with that?
We will have destroyed
Just take it off.
everything.
Just don't use it. Just don't use it. Just don't use it. Just don't use
Please.
it. Just don't use it.
It's gonna pop up in recording.
I'm dead.
Great. Bubble warning, part 2.
But our main character is one of the two kids. His name's Kenji. We'll go by Kenji the entire time. Because that's what I'm reading off of the Wikipedia article, and it helps me.
His name is your mom.
Yeah. And
Your mama moto.
then Mamamoto. And just randomly, literally just opens the door is a girl who just goes, I need to hire one of you guys to go with me to my to see my family in the countryside. And the Kenji, I don't want to. His friend, I want to. Sold. And then Kenji,
So the one that doesn't want to go gets to go anyway.
yeah, Kenji's just like, wait a second, if my friend wants to go, that must mean it's important. I'm going. So his friend gets left behind.
When you think about it, that's so messed up of just, like, okay, I don't want to go. I want to go. Well, now I want to go. Okay, God, I'm taking the one that was hesitant.
Take the one that didn't feel like doing it.
Alternate plot where he goes instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happens? Do you think the situation gets better or worse?
I think it definitely gets worse.
It ends. He's in jail. Oz is destroyed.
He's just arrested.
Wait, but he wouldn't.
Grandma still dies.
But he never got sent the code.
No, he still would have.
So he'd still go to
Yeah,
jail.
No, the same kid would have. But if the other friend went,
He wouldn't get the code, so it would just be like, huh, my friend got arrested. That's weird.
yeah.
And the internet's imploding.
Man, he
Anyway,
really must have wanted to go.
To the step-by-step talk of the story after
And
we've
there's a
skipped
fucking-
ahead.
There's a huge ballistic missile coming for us
we learned that
again.
that the main character's getting brought on because the girl said, "Oh, I have a fiance. I'm gonna bring him to you guys, my family in the countryside." And they all go, "Awesome." And then it's revealed to be this little Japanese nerd kid who was on computer all day. And everybody's just like, I like him.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah. But the only person who does like him is the grandma. The grandma's the matriarch of the family.
Because the grandma's chill,
And the grandma is plot convenient.
and she has a soft spot for. Okay, I gotta figure out how to word this without making it sound weird. Okay, so like the other character is like adopted, and he was little, and this kid's little and kind of looks like him, so she's just nice to him.
Yeah, the family already adopted, like the grandmother adopted a young kid that was smart with good computers and stuff like that, and then raised him and all that kind of stuff. And now they see him in Kenji, and it's just like, oh man, this little kid's gonna has gotten more than he's bargained for.
This little kid, he's gonna go on to commit so many war crimes.
I know anything about the other kid who this kid definitely isn't, then
Then I would know that we're all just fucked.
Remember, people, don't raise your children to be good people, good members of society. Raise them to commit war crimes.
I mean, what else are you supposed to do?
you have a soldier maker right there.
You just make your own army. There you go.
Traumatize them. Make them commit war crimes.
They'll think it's okay.
Private military family of like 17.
A proud American father. So, like, literally, like, he's there for, like, a couple of days. And on the first night, he just gets an email that's just this random, like, code. And he just goes, oh, it's a math problem. Let me solve it and send it back to the person. Oh, God, that was actually... Oh, no, that was the code to break down and set an AI loose on Oz. So the military wants me, and the police are trying to track me down and put me in jail because Oz is literally breaking apart at the seams as this AI is consuming people's everything, hacking into stuff, taking money, and all that kind of crazy stuff. It looks awesome. It looks like a Hindu god.
First, it looked like a squirrel.
But yeah, it goes from a squirrel, then it evolves
Because it stole
up.
his account.
Oh yeah, it stole his account, wore his face, and
Yeah, basically becomes like Ashura or whatever the fuck the six-headed one is.
Yeah, it was, he stole his account, and then he made a new account, was like, hey, going up to him, hey, give me back my body, give me back my account.
it's called Love Machine.
No, and ate a bunch of people.
How about I don't?
How about I don't and commit cannibalism, digital cannibalism.
And there's it's called Love Machine, so it made me very much think of JoJo. Go, Love Machine! Hack into all of these
Go
computers.
Love Machine!
Love Machine! Zawarudo! No, it would be Love Shack.
Love Machine! My lawyer has advised me not to continue.
Wait, yeah, the Japanese name is Love Shack, but then the English translation over into non-copyright would be Love Machine.
Yeah.
So yeah, he just does that, and everybody's just like, why did you do that? And he's like, I thought it was just like a challenge, and turns out other people did it too, so it's just like, it just gave more webs to Love Machine to just take over. And then it's revealed, like, we get this little hint of, like, one of the cousins to the girl, he's like shut in his own room, just like playing on his computer, and it's revealed that he's actually in Oz, and he plays one of the fighting games, or like you make your own character. And this character, I hit the mic. This character that he made looks exactly like the middle evolution of Score Bunny.
Tall Raboot.
Raboot, yeah. It looks literally like a Raboot, and as if it was. So it's like a rabbit that kicks and all that kind of stuff. It has like a red jacket.
It looks
and all
like
that
a
kind of stuff.
Raboot evolved and stayed looking like Raboot.
It stayed looking, yeah, like a better evolution than Cinderace.
Cinderace, Blaziken, Lovechild.
No.
What are you searching up?
We're gonna stop that right there. We're killing that right there. Moving on.
Okay, Mayhem, you're going to want to put down my phone.
What happens if I press back enough times?
Okay, Mayhem, I'm gonna need you to load the gun.
Load the gun.
Load the gun.
It's like a trebuchet. Loading the gun.
Before he was a phone with search history open.
But I don't have a search
Decided as
history.
a gun. You're going to look at the search history and shoot yourself.
Mayhem, I'm going to give you this 6-bullet revolver, and I'm going to give you 1 bullet. I'm going to have you spin it and point it at Duke.
Hey, I won this one before. My dad got really good sleep after he lost.
Before he was a KFC deep fryer.
As you noticed.
As you've noticed, your bowls have been covered in milk.
Milk and breadcrumbs.
What to do?
But obviously, AI getting powerful and all that kind of stuff and hacking just rolls the floor with Raboot. And I'm just going to call it Raboot because it's just so much easier. I don't know what it's called. But,
It's been like months.
But turns out that the adopted kid that Kenji reminded the grandmother of, he's a little fucker.
Great description.
Yeah, greatest description. Because like
he showed up for dinner.
he crashed the dinner, and he
What
was
are you
just,
doing here?
Can't I see my mother on her birthday?
Fuck you.
You're adopted.
You're adopted. And it's slowly built up throughout the course of the entire thing, but it is revealed that he made the AI, sold it to the US, and basically they were just like, we're testing it. We're testing AI on Oz.
I promise, we're just testing it. We're not
And then it just went out and instantly became malicious. Instantly. Which is why AI is always a bad thing. This came out, us watching this is perfect in line with all of the AI stuff that's been coming out recently.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, here's why we don't do this!
Bad idea.
We did not release an AI into Oz. We did not have sexual affair with Oz.
We have created the torment machine from the book. Don't create the torment machine. We did it.
I love that meme. I love that
No,
meme so much.
It's the torment nexus. Sorry.
Just in response to the number of people like, we made Squid Games in real life.
But yeah, so
Message of Squid Games. Don't make Squid Games in real life.
Don't make the purge a real thing.
then they
In
did.
honor of Purge,
We made the purge. Subliminal messaging.
in honor of Terminator, we've made Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He's like young and it's like, where did they find that?
Running for governor! Look at my penis!
It's like a very.
I am Conan the Barbarian Governor.
There's no way that's real, right?
What?
Conan the Governor.
Like the crowd is like looking at it like, hey, that's not real, right?
That's not him, right? It's just a wax museum.
Yeah,
You see his
like,
lightly vibrating. It's just like, what's
those
wrong
are
with
real,
him?
right? That's not like a real T-1000, is it?
You guys didn't actually make like the destroying bot that destroys the past and future all at the same time.
Somebody
Hey,
screams out, grabs his creator and throws him.
rips him in half.
Pulls out a gun.
Rips him in half.
Okay,
vertically.
Okay, I'm still split on deciding whether it is or not.
Similar to that guy.
I'm split, just like him. So, turns out this family is like loaded.
Put the cookie in the chopper.
Put the cookie in the chopper. Chopper. Yeah!
Give the cookie to the chopper. He's hungry.
Kid named Chopper.
Hell yeah.
Chopper from One Piece. Yay!
I've come back to assure the creation of an artificial chopper intelligence.
Pikachu. Pika.
I will now become a Victorian era musician. I'll be Bach.
That's pretty good.
It's so fun to make fun of a shitty governor.
I
And that's all he ever did.
So anyway, back to Summer Wars.
Banger actor, but random choice for a governor or whatever.
Wasn't the reasoning that it was like a vote?
I don't know.
Like it was literally like we got rid of...
Like most elections.
No, I mean in a different way. I think if I remember correctly, the story was basically we had removed him from office, and it's like, okay, we need a replacement. By popular vote, you can throw in any name, and people voted for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold.
And he just was like, okay.
I do, I guess.
I take position of power.
I guess I'm doing this now.
We're making Skynet. Oh God, take him out of his office. Damn it. Why didn't you want me to make it?
I'm making Skynet, but not that Skynet, no chill, it's okay.
I'm making Skynet and making marijuana illegal.
Don't worry, guys. I'm making water shallow. It's totally different from Skynet.
Guys, it's just a stogie company. Relax.
Relax.
I just want to smoke my fucking stogies.
Not hide it like you do.
If you want to come into America legally, you gotta lift 250 pounds.
That is minimum requirement in order to be an American.
Minimum requirements.
I will go door to door in California to assure.
For each person, by the way. For each person.
All right,
Since I'm
Summer
also
Wars.
That 5-year-old that crossed the
Since
border.
I'm also Austrian,
They
have
gotta
a beer.
live.
You need a fucking beer.
We're just evolving into going.
So we're talking like Schwarzenegger, yeah.
It's so much fun.
It's one of the greatest voices. But it's just so back to Summer Wars. This family is turned out to be very loaded, has every connection you need for a plot, and every material needed for a plot.
Yeah.
That like they get. Don't you have a computer shop down in the town where everybody is? Yeah. Can you get like the best computer there? All right, guys, I got this one that's about the size of a car.
It's called the T-1000.
It's the supercomputer, and we'll be able to run this trap that you want to run for to try and capture Love Machine. And everybody's just like, gotcha. What about the whole the heating problem? Oh, don't worry. Hey,
Ice.
hey, my brother who has a fishing boat. Can you get these giant things of ice to put in the room to keep it cool? Yeah, sure. and it's,
dinosaurs.
it's just all that
Ice Age.
And
Shut up! Sorry, that wouldn't immediately came to my mind. I'm like, another Arnold joke!
damn it. But yeah, so at the
New
same,
movie review, Arnold Wars.
oh, it's just 20 minutes of
It's every one of his characters against each other. Imagine Freeze making ice puns to the T-100.
Technically, he would win. Mr. Freeze would win.
Oh yeah, no, he would.
He just
It's Mr. Freeze.
like, against all the other Arnold actor, like whatever characters he played.
He would not beat the T-1000.
You don't think the T-1000 could get stopped by freezing?
Well, he
I
was
mean, I
definitely
think-
stopped by melting.
Yeah, and I think it could break through the ice
Yeah,
because it has a core or some shit.
it does. Ooh,
That
that
was
was
movie.
next
Freeze.
time on Death Battle.
Yeah,
In all fairness, it is movie Freeze, not comic Freeze or cartoon Freeze. Jesus Christ, cartoon Freeze.
Yo, he's dead.
You killed him. No, I just meant to freeze the boy. No, he's dead. His
No, that episode of Mrs. Freeze's library or Magic School Bus, and they go to space.
Oh yeah,
And he fucking takes off his
on Pluto.
You know what it's really like?
Oh! It's like a Jimmy Neutron. Hey Jimmy, how can we breathe in space?
Well, Carl.
Well, oh no, it was Sheen, because then it cuts to Carl, and he's like, "And your space is space."
That's a fire joke to just cut away after like.
After the question, and then just cuts back to Sheen.
So that's how we can breathe.
Huh? I never really thought about it that way. Makes sense.
Yeah. And Sheen understanding it. Jimmy someone managed to explain to fucking Sheen, and he's like, okay.
All right, okay. So they have one more. So the family has one more dinner before like the next day, where they try and take out Love Machine, and then the kid that got the guy who got adopted and raised by the family comes back again, and he admits that he made Love Machine. And what does the grandma do? Chase after him with her. What's it called, Jinsu? The
Naginata.
the long katana with the spear, like a spear-like katana.
Whitebeard's weapon.
Yes.
The Naginata.
It is a naginata. Okay. Thank you, Jinsu.
No, I knew you were gonna mess up trying to describe it, so I was like, Naginata. It's the Naginata.
So she chased.
Naginata.
At least you fucking remembered the goddamn name, man. God, man.
At least it was right. But so she chases after him, and obviously he's like, "Oh fuck, she's on the loose!" And thankfully everybody stops her, because you're trying to murder someone, even though he inadvertently caused a lot of death, and from her amount of grief that she had and all that kind of stuff, and he runs away
What a bitch! I might as well go end it.
and died. She died. Grandma's dead.
To note for other people, she did not kill herself. She just naturally died. She naturally killed herself.
Her body naturally killed itself.
She played one last game of shogi with Kenji.
Yeah, Kenji.
Kenji and was like, yeah.
I won one last time. Now I will die. But it's like the entirety of Japan
Yeah.
was like getting
Can't end on
fully
a loss.
like
Can't end this shit on a loss.
but like it's like the entirety of Japan was like going down the drain from all of Love Machine's like messing, like calling firefighters to fake fires. There's actual fires, no one's getting called, and all that kind of crazy stuff. And she just goes, "You know what? I'm gonna start calling all of these people, and they're gonna start listening to me. They're gonna all listen, and they're not going to act like nothing's happening."
I do love like just the image, by the way, of just like going to heaven. I've got a 100% win streak. You won one game and then died. It's 100%.
Sucks to suck, doesn't it, loser?
I've got the best streak in all of heaven.
Get good, bitches.
Oh yeah, says the guy with 2 streak, who also died early.
Also known as Jesus.
What game did Jesus win twice and then fucking die?
Life.
Oh, you fuck.
Monopoly.
Monopoly. I love the image of just.
Bankrupt. Go to jail.
I forgive you all.
He sucks at Monopoly. Wins every time at life.
Don't worry, I forgive you all. Sees Judas, like lands on Judas's property.
One of
Judas, you fuck.
One of you will betray me. Lands on boardwalk. Judas.
There's a really funny, like, shitty animation of Jesus and Judas, like, hanging out. And it's like, Jesus is talking, like, in, like, modern day. He's like, man, this is fucked up, bro. And, like, it's and
I'm gonna go die tomorrow!
And Judas is, like, with him, and he has a very, like, obviously, like, walkie-talkie, like, under his shirt.
Like, man, this is crazy. Man, you're not part of that, right, Judas?
Judas, we need the signal.
Judas, he's not responding. Should we go in, Judas?
My favorite still is the video.
It was you, wasn't it? He's punching the shit out of me.
My favorite.
Morty, I'm gonna kill you.
just Jesus. Yes, one of you, my disciples, will betray me. Is it me, Jesus? No, of course not.
No, Peter.
Is it me, Jesus? No, of course not. Judas, is it me, Jesus?
Shut the fuck up.
Is me, Jesus?
Because I'm thinking of like the actual like thing because it's literally Peter just goes, I won't do it, Jesus, and I won't betray you or forsake your name, and Jesus just goes, no, I don't.
Yeah.
And then Judas is just like, I'm not gonna do it either, and Jesus is just like,
I'm not gonna do it either. Alternate reality.
The weirdest
Jesus.
That's so fucking funny.
This is the weirdest Bible storytelling.
I know.
Imagine explaining this to a kid. I'm just like, and then Jesus said to his disciples, I'm Judas.
I'm gonna betray Jesus. What kind of South Park skit is this?
Dude.
The best one, that's what. Holy shit.
Don't worry, I forgive you all. Goes to heaven. God, what a prick.
Look, peers back down from heaven. What the fuck you said, motherfuckers?
You know I didn't actually die, right?
Yeah, I just went up.
You guys know I'm coming back, right?
You know what? I'm gonna make it a very arbitrary length of time.
No, we all know the story of Jesus.
When are you coming back, Jesus? When are you coming back, Jesus?
We all know the story of Jesus. After he came back, he then went to America and split into 9 parts. Okay, let's continue.
What?
Don't worry.
Huh?
Let's continue.
Where are you going, Jitsu?
Water.
Ah. Oh! Oh, it was a lot closer than I was expecting. I was about to leave.
No, I'm taking my second now.
Motherfuckers!
They fucking...
They would be gone for a little longer.
Candy!
Oh my God, is that fucking...
He pulled candy out of his asshole.
He's gum.
He put a whole bag of jelly beans up his ass.
Give me a stick.
He's gum.
Man, you are not doing that. He is not sharing. His ass is listening!
His ass is playing piano. Proper posture. Hands in good positions. Or hands in C minor.
I love the giant circles that show up every time that happens.
Dude, there was a...
Okay, that's a whole, like, stack of them. I thought it was going to be one giant thing, and I was going to be like, what the fuck?
There you go.
No.
Take it.
No.
Take it.
You know what migraines don't like? Chewing.
Sugar.
And sugar.
It has 2 packs. Give me another one?
Here's a Tupac.
Holy shit, how deep does this go?
How deep does Rabbit Hole go? Space Jam fans.
Alice in Wonderland fans.
Damn, this rabbit hole deep as hell. Me trying to find the rabbit that I saw earlier.
Me in Japan wondering why they're trying to fuck the rabbit.
Why they're trying to fuck the moon. Oh, I got your thing, Jinsu. No!
Yeah. Never heard of an Onahole?
Does that have the B-stars? I was going to try and make it worse, but apparently, I don't know.
Y'all don't know what Onaholes are?
I'm glad that's kind of muffled. What did you say?
You guys don't know what Onaholes are?
I don't.
So Onna means woman.
It's
a fleshlight. It's a fleshlight. It's a fleshlight.
No!
So y'all said rabbit holes?
I miss
If you made a rabbit Onahole in Japan, it would just be called a rabbit hole.
Jinsu, I hate you.
No, you know the best part for me? When you said it, like, oh no, hose is what I thought I heard. So it's like, oh no, hose!
They're on their way! Anyway.
Oh, is it so hard to get the hose? The hose!
Yeah, but the hose. Oh, is it so hard to get the hose?
The hose running after me. Oh no!
Jesus is coming. Are you ready?
Jesus is coming. At 30 miles per hour.
And is rapidly approaching your position. Do you repent? Because you better for saying that word. What are you looking at?
Does it catch me throwing the ball back and forth?
Yes. Yes. No! Jesus Christ, man! But, so, Grandma dies. The morning of... so now, the morning of when they're trying to get the revenge, they're also getting prepared for the funeral that they're going to have for her. And then they're also trying to save the world. And they also learn about a big old time crunch called... There's a space station that had, like, a meteor that was going to drop... That they were going to drop it into, like, an area of the water, and it'd be fine. But no, the AI is making it crash into a nuclear power plant nearby, so that's different enough from Digimon.
You reduced the stakes.
Just a little bit. But, so...
Don't you know the stakes when it comes to his 3 movies? You got nuclear missile, crashing satellite,
Kinetic strike, love story.
Your name?
physical abuse?
Your name?
What about it? What about my name? Do you know
Your
it?
name sucks.
Oh,
Well, there's a meteor coming.
no.
But no, that makes me laugh every time. When it comes to this trio of movies, you see the stakes of just like, once again, nuke, satellites about to crash into Earth.
Love
There's a
story.
dad abusing his kids.
What?
The trio. Digimon, Summer Wars, and Belle.
And domestic violence.
Exactly. Just as bad
Violence
as
seems
nuclear...
about up there. Which one do you compare it to more? The satellite about to crash into your house, or the nuke about to obliterate your town?
I'm gonna
Which
go...
one do you think is worse, that or domestic abuse?
I'm gonna go with nuke on this one.
I think my father meeting me has longer
My
lasting
father.
problems.
Turns out my father. This is now Joker Reviews Summer Wars.
My father was a terrible person. He sent a nuke to Japan.
He said, why not?
He made the nuke.
He told me.
He named it after his buddy, Fat Man. That's
He-
why I'm fighting you, Batman.
He for some reason told me his favorite Pokemon. Why not? So anyway, getting back to Summer Wars now. So they set up the computer. Everybody's there. It turns out you can also get to Oz on your DSi as long as it connects to the internet.
DSi?
Yeah, they use DSi. Like some of the family members, they have DSi. It's the greatest thing ever. But so they try and like trap him inside like a giant building and all that kind of stuff. But unfortunately, the computer's starting to overheat. Oh God, why is that? Oh, someone moved out all of the ice blocks from the computer room to where the grandma is, so that she can where the dead grandma is.
Who was it? But
The
none
worst
other than
character.
dipshit.
The worst character. He's a cop guy that
He just hates everybody.
that he's
Except for
very
his cousin.
he's very suspicious of everybody and everything and is very headstrong. And he just goes, well, you guys are playing video games instead of preparing her funeral. And it's like, we are trying to save the internet and the world itself. What kind of idiot are you? And so it's just it slowly devolves into just trying different ways to try and catch him because that way didn't work. And what do they do when the AI love machine can start taking everything and it literally has everything but the family in the internet? They get in the girl from the beginning and she challenges him to a koi match. And they start betting and just going back and forth. It said koi. Where is it?
Koi Koi?
To play it. Confront Love Machine to play Koi in Oz's Casino World.
Didn't you say the name of the game just a second ago?
It's already in the Wikipedia.
The grandma was playing shogi, I think, with Kenji, but
Also known as a different game.
it's like Japanese chess, I guess.
Yeah.
It's literally the game that...
But
in the
they're-
movie,
they're-
though, that's
they're-
the game that she plays with it.
Oh,
It's Koi.
you're right.
Because the
was shogi.
family's playing Koi. Like that's a family tradition that they all played Koi.
Was I thinking of a different show then?
Probably. You probably are.
Yeah.
Well, it's Koi.
So it's
I was thinking of-
Japanese Yahtzee.
I was thinking of a really sad.
Yahtzee!
I was thinking of a really sad
Gay.
Naruto episode.
Dick!
But yeah, so just this giant beast of a thing visualized by the internet, and just the girl just getting more and more, like, she goes in, she's a furry, and then she's getting more and more looking like the moon goddess. I can't remember her name from Japan. I can't remember her name.
Do you mean sun goddess? Amaterasu?
Amaterasu?
Amaterasu is the sun goddess, the moon goddess. I think it's Tsukuyomi.
Tsukuyomi, because, like, she's, like, supposed to be, like, a two-tailed fox sort of thing, so isn't that more entailed?
So anyway, she starts becoming Sukuna, so she's got 4 arms, and...
and so...
She becomes Renamon.
And the time and the time keeps running out because it's causing the thing to fall faster.
Digimon!
But it changed the trajectory of the satellite. It changed the direction of the satellite, crashing from the nuclear power plant to directly on the house. And they only have, like, such a small amount of time, and when she gets all the accounts and everything back, and the internet back, she just turns it a little bit to the left. It destroys their entrance to their estate, and everybody somehow survives, but it is a very violent crash.
Real quick. It's just, the immediate joke that popped up in my head was just, yes, the 3 movies. You got Nuke Impact, you got Satellite Impact, you got Fist Impact.
Oh, fuck.
It's called Emotional Impact, you asshole.
The immediate joke that came to
Yeah, I was very emotional when that fist impacted.
Oh my god.
But and then right at the end, the girl just goes, I'm gonna kiss the main character, even though he literally did nothing the entire time, and I saved our asses.
Good job on doing absolutely fucking nothing!
Woohoo! So that was the story of Summer Wars. I believe that covers about as much of it as I am mentally capable of producing.
You say there was a funeral. And
yeah, funeral on her birthday, grandma dead, but now Kenji's part of the family, because she is in love with him now, because movie has to happen.
Because, yes.
Wouldn't it be interesting to have an
Did you
actual...
spend any, like, screen time together?
Like, in the beginning,
Kinda.
he saw her almost naked once, and then she got depressed about the adopted guy, and that was pretty much it.
Then she disappeared from the plot, reappeared when she had to fix everything.
Yeah.
She is perfect for him!
God damn it.
They're perfect for each other. Little screen time, important to the plot. So much screen time, not important to the plot at all.
This guy isn't... Okay,
Nerd,
her perfect opposite.
Nerd logical computer boyfriend, emotional gambling girlfriend.
Gambling. Don't worry, babe. Just one more game. Then $1 million. But yeah, so what was the standout character for you guys? Which one? Because I believe from the last time we attempted recording this part, Jinzu, I believe you said the adopted guy.
I think his name was Chosuke or something.
Chosuke. We'll just go with that. We'll go with
something skin. He had that end of it. That's all
Well,
I
yeah.
remember. Who was the aunt who liked watching baseball?
Oh, it was Bulma. Bulma's voice
Yeah.
actress.
I liked her.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
just
She was
really
fun.
funny to, like, randomly just see her cut to her. She's like,
She has high stakes in this baseball game because her son's in it, but still, there's a funeral happening.
No, wasn't that her husband?
oh yeah, even during the funeral, she's too busy watching.
No, it was her kid. It was her kid.
Okay, it was her kid? Okay.
Because it was like high school. It was like high school.
No, I was
baseball.
gonna say, they look the same age.
What?
So.
I thought he was an adult and he was playing like professional.
He was an adult, yeah.
I thought it was like her son, and it was playing like high school baseball, and that's why she was so into it.
Oh my god, they were
don't-
cousins.
I don't know her like specific relation to him, but
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was her husband. That's the reason why she was also pretty excited, because
And then-
that's her husband.
Wasn't Chi-Chi another girl?
Yeah.
yeah.
So a lot
Chi-Chi
of
was the mom.
yeah. That's very funny.
There were a lot
voice
of
actors.
voice actors. There were a lot of voice actors in this one that were like big name voice actors.
The dad of the kid.
Next time we watch a Ghibli movie.
Oh god.
Oh look, Willem Dafoe, Mark Hamill. Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
Mark Hamill, Margot Robbie,
Christian Bale.
the guy who played Homelander.
That's a funny sight.
But yeah, just the dad of the kid who had the raboots. It was a very like spiritual sort of like, thanks dad, I'm gonna fight as a warrior and all that kind of stuff.
That was his grandfather. The uncle looking dude. He was his. That was the kid's grandfather.
I think I wasn't dead.
No, master. He calls him sensei.
Sensei.
But he
So-
was his grandpa.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so, because the grandmother is actually the great grandmother.
I think I mentioned this last time, but basically my thought when it came to those two, or like when it came to the kid and the family, is that his relation would actually be that he is the son of Chosuke, because they look similar.
No.
They're the only two in the family that look like that.
Isn't he single?
Yeah, and a loner and creepy. But yeah, he's a loner computer guy who sells his AIs to the U.S. government to make money. Has a sports car.
It's basically, at least in my eyes, I feel there's some kind of like relation that's closer to those two are closer to each other.
You know what
than
it is?
compared to other parts of the family, because like there's that whole thing of like Chosuke is like the adopted bastard.
Yeah, I
of the family.
was about to say. Do you want to know why you think that? Because he's the adopted son of the great grandmother, but the biological son of the great grandfather. So anybody that looks similar to the great grandfather's side of the family is gonna look like him.
Yeah.
So that's why he looks similar. I don't think he's his kid.
Well, yeah, I forgot to mention he's not. I forget to realize that he's not like just randomly adopted. He's like the estranged son.
He's a bastard.
Yeah.
He's a bastard.
And he took that in full force and just
He's a bastard. Who's a bastard? Who's a
Who's-
bastard?
sold AI to the U.S. military. So what did we learn today? With our
Don't deal with the U.S.
don't sell shady stuff
To the U.S.
to anybody. To anybody.
To the U.S.
Anybody.
Obviously, we're very anti-U.S.
Now here's a new thing that I can
Shut
say.
the fuck up.
Anything that
Why'd you have to say that?
I want to be on a watch list. That's why.
I need to be blacklisted.
Man, that's exactly what I don't want to happen. It's called towing the line, not crossing it with apathy.
Wait, going to my search history.
So you're already blacklisted, is what you
Oh,
said?
110%.
Yes, that is why this channel is not seen by any large organizations or the government whatsoever.
No, that's why they're specifically watched by them. 10 of our subscribers are just different branches of the U.S. government.
It's just different ATF. It's just like, you guys are pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. It's
wish.
too bad that they're on a kill list.
I wish, but that'd be awesome.
If anything happens, I know exactly where to find them.
I know, right? Like we wake up in the middle of the night to a gun. I liked your Summer Wars episode.
I had the same opinions about Jotaro.
No, it turns out we get killed one day because of the fact that they go, honestly, I really liked part 1. I didn't like your review.
I did not agree with your opinion.
The wife of list is pretty trash.
But yeah, so
Should have put Robin higher.
my thought about with this episode is, what would anybody do? Why would anybody make this kind of internet? Why? It is easily hackable. It requires an altruistic. It requires people to not be malicious in any way, shape, or form.
Which happened immediately.
Which happened immediately.
Okay. In other words, the answer for you?
Yeah.
Utopia.
Utopia.
It's literally the only answer.
I always like it whenever somebody's just like, just make a utopia. Nothing will go wrong. And here's all the examples.
Okay.
Someone played Why Can't We Be Friends? Why can't we be friends? To the UN and to Briggs.
I'm only human after all. I'm only lizard man after all.
Don't put the pain on me. But no, dude, that is the entire answer when it comes to a lot of these plots where it's like, why the hell would they do this? Utopia.
It's bad decisions over bad decisions.
The point of a utopia is supposed to be, it's impossible. Like, you cannot have a utopia.
So if you have a dream of one, don't.
A utopia requires that no one disagree.
Yeah.
Utopia literally means like
One
it literally means like not real or something, or like imagination or some shit.
one reality or something like that. One existence.
If you had a utopia, it would you wouldn't have a utopia, you'd have a dictatorship.
Yeah. Because someone's got to be in charge. And oh wow, look at this! It's so easy. Just yeah. Oh, you didn't like the way I did that?
Oh, you're telling people that I'm a bastard?
So yeah, a quick a little
Oh,
thing.
my wife who trash?
You disagreed with me about the Shrek movie? So my last
Honestly, I
little
gotta
thing,
say, Shrek the Third, actually the best one of the franchise.
last little thing I want to say about Summer Wars is it looked amazing, and the story, albeit with the utopia issue that was brought up, I I would watch this again. I would watch it again.
Yeah, no, I like this movie.
In my free time.
I made plenty of jokes about it, but no, I do like this movie. It's a very simple plot, but I like it.
Yeah.
In all fairness, a lot of anime movies kind of have to aim for a more simplistic plot.
They have to go with more spectacle than storytelling.
Yeah. Like, there are some great movies out there when it comes to anime, but we all know that the real appeal for a lot of these movies is the animation.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, this movie
damn,
looked...
did this look good.
Yeah.
Jinzu, what's your final thoughts about Summer Wars?
Utopia means no place or nowhere.
Nowhere.
It was a Greek pun, almost identical to the word utopos, meaning a good place.
Ah, that's interesting. Very interesting.
I like Greek puns.
The Greeks had it down until they didn't.
Hey,
The Greeks had it down until they started playing with little boys.
Yeah,
so the beginning.
Yeah, watch out for the blue and white stripes, apparently.
But no, I was gonna say, it's just like, it reminds me of just the Odyssey, just like, and what is your name? Nobody. My name is Nobody. Oh, okay.
I was thinking
Get
the same
later
thing.
on, get stabbed in the eye. Oh!
Who
Hey,
did it?
dude, you okay? Nobody stabbed me in the eye!
Oh, okay.
Nobody stabbed me in the eye!
Why is no one helping me after nobody stabbed me in the eye?
Oh! Nobody, you're a dick!
You finally figured it out.
Nobody is a dick!
Anyway, what's next, Duke?
Belle.
Belle. Yeah.
The whole reason why we started this little trilogy.
Because Duke has severe autism.
No, it's because then we get more views.
Regular autism, gotcha.
It's because we gotta watch the same story 3 times.
Yeah.
Hear me out. Do you want 30 views from a Belle video, or do you want 90 views from a trilogy?
I want to not watch the Digimon movie.
I kind of didn't care about Summer Wars. Like, it wasn't bad, but like...
It
It was literally just the Digimon movie.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll
like-
reduce it. I was gonna have a surprise 4th. It was gonna be The Boy and the Wolf.
Excluding the fucking... What's it
I don't
called?
know that reference.
The Boy and the Wolf? Don't you mean... Was it Boy and the Wolf?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is the same. I was thinking of...
Here, I'll cut it from the list, okay? I'll fuck with you. No, I said that joke because of the fact that I know that you like that movie.
We need to watch Studio Ghibli movies.
We need to watch
Yeah.
Shrek.
We need to do studio after Belle. We do Studio Ghibli. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
We do all Studio Ghibli movies, but only in the dub.
but only October Sky, so I can watch you two cry.
I'll take that challenge. Anyway, thank you everybody so
I
much
don't.
for watching.
I don't want to take that challenge.
You'll cry sooner than me.
I don't know. I'm already crying.
I've seen stuff from Graveyard of Fireflies or whatever it's
Oh,
called.
wait, that's what it was.
I can't.
October
watch that.
Sky is not a Ghibli movie. That's a fucking film. It's an American film about a kid learning rocket science.
You know what's weird? You mentioned October Sky, and my first thought was just I immediately went to instead what was it? Red October for some
The
reason.
Hunt for Red October.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of Graveyard of Fireflies.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
That's the one I always hear is sad.
Isn't Red October the one Wolverine?
That's Red Dawn.
Red Dawn. So another
Red
another-
Dawn's on Netflix. Wolverines.
and Red Dawn's on Netflix. The one with Josh Peck.
There's a joke here somewhere. Hold on.
All right. Anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you liked what you listened to and our crazy ideas, our ramblings, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you all next time. Bye bye. Was
In
that
the Josh Peck version of Red Dawn, it was Korea instead of Russia.
why? But they.
Wait, no, it was either Korea or China.
I don't care. If you want to see more of our content, you can find our YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter on our Linktree at linktree/greenvillains. That's linktr.ee/greenvillains.